You're watching TVC Breakfast Friday edition, and now to another discussion what must be interesting, and it's to talk about African popular music, Afro Pop, just like African traditional music, which is vast and varied. But then it is the contemporary genre of African music as it continues to make waves beyond the shores of the continent. Now, African pop is inspired by Western pop or soul music, and many artists in Africa have come to embrace this type of music, infusing their own style into it. And today on the program, we have a Tanzanian music sensation who has many songs to her credit. Judith Wambura Mbibo, also known by her stage name, Lady Jaydee, has achieved immense fame in Tanzania, winning more than 10 Tanzania Music Awards spanning from 2002 to 2014. And some of her songs that have made waves on the internet continues to make waves, I should add, Ayaya, I Found Love, Baby, and I Miss You. And in July 2005, she also won an award for Best Female Video for South Africa and was among the first females to sing R&B in Swahili. And she's here with us to talk about her music and much more. Once again, we say a big welcome to Tanzanian singer, Lady Jaydee.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you join us, and welcome to Nigeria. Welcome once again to Nigeria.
I'm happy to be here too.
Right. So what does it feel like to be here? Let's begin with the acceptance of your song here in Nigeria. What's been the reception like for you?
I'm here to work on that one. So we travel the world, we travel in different countries to try to spread our music and what we do. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, and how long have you been in town?
I've been here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, how would you describe, the reception, Afro Pop? Nigeria is also a buzz with divergent musicians, but, for you coming here to identify, rub shoulders with contemporaries, what is it been like for you again?
It's not easy because, like, a lot of places that I go, they play their own music. But I admit that it's a work that has to be done to make sure that I spread it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. Your song often comes with powerful and emotional, lyrics. And I would like to ask, what's the story or message behind, one of your favorite songs, and, what makes it special to you?
Right. So you want me to pick one?
Just pick one, and then why, the message behind it and something that you really like about it.
Okay, I'll talk about Yahaya. Yahaya is about a guy who's been hanging around with his friends. Like, he's been into their houses for parties and other events, but whenever it's his turn, he will never invite anybody to his house. And that was based on a true story. So I sing about things that's happening to me and the people around me, everyday life. Yeah.
And these songs, yeah, I Found Love, Baby, I Love You. Tell us, what propels you? Like, what makes Lady Jaydee tick in her songs? What would you like Nigerians to really know about, your songs and the messages you are passing across?
Okay, my messages are inspirational, and it's like a lesson. Because when you tell people stories about life, they learn things from those stories. So my songs are very inspirational. Yeah.
Well, you've had successful career in the music industry, and the fact that this world is changing. What are some of the challenges you face as a female singer, especially and how do you really overcome them?
All right, Lady Jaydee, just before you answer that, we're looking at some of your works, and so we will listen. In addition to looking at the pictures, we're going to listen and have a feel of your music,
Sure.
And then you answer the question.
Okay.
Right. See you moving. Perhaps you could continue, but first of all, Ndididi means what?
Din is just a word. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just a flavor.
Oh, okay.
But the song is about, like, after a breakup, you've collected yourself, mend the pieces of your broken heart, and moved on from the past experience, and now you're happy, and yeah.
And that's speaking to your real life experience,
right?
And so, but then,
sort of,
yeah, really. So, but then, having watched this, I just love the way it flows, and the kind of atmosphere it brings into you. But I would like to ask, what's your creative process like when you're writing? Do you have any ritual in, putting your words together in a source or other source of inspiration?
So I work with different people. Sometimes I write alone. I just sit and like think of the things that I've been through or the things that I've been seeing throughout, my days of living. So whatever comes into my mind is what drives me to write a song. But sometimes I work with different people, like with a team of songwriters and producers, and we come up with a song.
Yeah, so it's not that you have to go into a trance. It's not like you have to, do certain rituals.
No.
Some people would say, I need to get high before I put my lyrics together.
No. It just happened.
Right.
All right. And let me ask, who you would call your desired audience? As in, what is in my head is minister, but who are your songs really for? You just spoke about, what many people can relate with, heartbreaks and on all that. But in terms of who my songs are directed at, like Ibrahim said, I love the fact that the tunes are cool and you could move to it. They're really cool. But in terms of people saying, like, youth or younger people would rather love, dance or the regular, hip hop kind of music. Let's know, your idea of music and who you are performing for really.
Most is women. That's the biggest percentage.
All age grades?
Yes, it doesn't matter. Okay. And other people can relate to my music too. But when you manage to get a lot of women, they can drag everyone in.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. But then you also have, songs that, have a faster pace. Do you also have that?
I do have, yeah. Right. But not a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your preferred or your natural kind of music would be what?
It's naturally like that. It's not that, I'm not a dancer, so I'm not into that,
Right. All right.
dancing. Yeah.
Music. But then in a world that is constantly changing, how do you, stay? There are a lot of competitors, there are a lot of, people coming up with, they're singing different instrumental to different tunes, even disjointed tunes, right? But then, how do you stay relevant in the music industry? And what advice do you like to give to those who are looking up to you and aspiring musicians like you?
A good thing is to know your position and to know your clientele and know how to please them, because we cannot sing just one type of music. We must have different genres so that people can decide. Not everyone likes hip-hop, not everyone likes R&B, not everyone likes zouk. So everyone has their own audience, and I have my own, so I stick to that.
Okay, how long have you been at this?
23 years.
Yes, and I know you're in your mid-40s or
Yes.
thereabout,
Yeah.
and so that is also appealing, the fact that you're still around, having started from such an early age. And tell us what your next big move would be like. How do you intend to remain relevant and miss the competition?
Okay, if you know what you want exactly and you are consistent into what you're doing, I think you can remain relevant for such a very long time.
Right. Do you see yourself as being under undue pressure, younger artists at home and abroad? How do you deal with that?
Most of the people, they respect me and they look me as a legend. So that makes me, feel comfortable.
Before we allow you to go, you're in Nigeria, different atmosphere from Tanzania. Nigeria is a very big, we always pride ourselves as the giant of Africa. So
is it different, by the way? Is it so different, really?
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, a bit.
How?
Like the country.
Right? In terms of
what do you
comparisons?
find most attractive about this?
Comparison of the music.
Well, music, for example.
Atmosphere, food, culture,
Okay.
etc.
Yeah, the music is different, but not really different, because most of the artists there, they like, some of the beats sounds like Nigerian music, but the food is different. The atmosphere is different as well. The culture, the way people speak, like, you guys are, a little bit aggressive.
Oh, really?
But that must be positive, no? That must be positive. That must be in a positive light, I reckon. All right, Lady Jaydee, we've run out of time, but I would have wanted to ask perhaps who you would like to work with, like a collaboration with, but we want to get a feel of your song, as a way to wrap up, and we're all rooting for you in Nigeria and hope you enjoy your stay in the country. Thank you very much, Lady Jaydee. We'll be ending and leaving our viewers with some more of your tunes. Well done.
Thanks.